into the buy button getting pushed, which sort of lends itself to e-commerce solutions that are sitting on the website. Hey, we've got an e-commerce guy here who spends a bunch of money trying to drive traffic. So how would you think about content, whether it's on your website at backcountry.com or whether it's kind of out there in the world somewhere, and how important are kind of the metrics involved, and how should these guys think about kind of the pull-through of metrics and measuring stuff as it goes?
I was trying to lead Chris to answer my question, but he didn't do it. So yeah, we have a community of people that review gear, and they can post photos, write reviews, answer questions, or post videos. And what we've done is we've made a platform that's really focused on the gear, so you can't get too far off that you're hucking cliffs and being right on your skis if you don't actually talk about the skis, and the community will rate that video down. And so that stuff just kind of goes to the bottom of the pile, and the cream rises to the top. And that's kind of how we deal with it. I was just wondering if there was a bigger scale platform that these guys could plug into that could help them do that.
I think you benefit from focus though, right? So you benefit from, you can post videos of this ski in the same way that Amazon benefits from, like, post pictures of you using that product. We bought a bouncy swing for our daughter recently, and there was like the 3 official photos, and then there were a bunch of photos of kids who had passed out, gone to sleep in the swing, and I'm like, that's the one. Like, that's you can pound yourself to sleep.
A little neglectomatic.
But I think that's what's hardest for a resort to kind of find that focused thing and say, like, and that's, I mean, one of the things that was most successful on Instagram was kind of a tag of the day. Like, show us, the community manager of Instagram would kind of issue a challenge, like, show us pictures that express this point, or that go to this point. And then that user-generated content comes and rallies around a focus point. That could be cool, right? And particularly the more inclusive it is, so it's not just show us your biggest, the guy hucking his meat the farthest today, but instead it's just kind of like, show us the biggest smile on the mountain, the happiest person you can find, that kind of stuff. Could actually come back and build a nice little corpus for you guys.
So, I mean, we're talking about, I think, social media in the context of the broader, marketing portfolio, marketing mix, and I think it's, and you were asking about metrics, which are absolutely, baseline, and we can spend a lot of time on that. But I think it's, there are very few cases so far where social media directly drives commerce. So I think it's actually a mistake. If your goal is to drive transactions to your website, definitely social media would not be the place I would start in terms of driving real volume. But it's really important for raising the, I think, awareness. I mean, lots of examples of how awareness indirectly drives volume. But to directly track transactions through social media on places like Pinterest or Instagram or Tumblr, let alone Facebook, there aren't a lot of case studies that I'm aware of where that's been done really successfully. Not to say it's not important, but I think you just have to be clear about what you're trying to accomplish by using these various channels. Social media is, again, great for branding and energy and tapping into the passion that the sport and the industry offers, but not necessarily driving transactions.
Virgin America